Another low budget productions. Same webcam on a tilt on a tripod. This webcam's garbage. Alright, what do we got here? State of the Union. Sleepers, which I'm going to work on. Searching for bottlenecks. What does that mean? And then rare bottlenecks. So these are just some of the things that I know in my brain. Sleepers. I included some yesterday. I've got a million things open, so bear with me here. I disappear when the camera oh, there I am. Bam. Bam. Let's just go into my archives here. Where are we at? Bam. Bam. So this will be updated. He's been injured. But what I'm looking at right here is this. I like that. 0.6. 0.6. That's beautiful. Tonight, he had a really good game. He didn't score a ton, but he had a ton of assists. And I like that out of the centers. And I like that out of the centers because that's what you want to see out of your centers. Bam. Yeah, he only had 6 points, and that's not good. But he had 11 assists. He hit his block average, so I think he ended up with like 50 moment rank points. So this is great right there. Thank you very much. All day long. I don't know if he has an assist moment, but that's a good one. Our boy Jake Podol. I put those down here. I always put blocks separate because they're kind of, you need the blocks, but I add guys to the list when you get somebody like Jacob Podol. I don't know how to say his name. Numbers tonight. He had 18. Whoa. 18. He had 4 blocks, 2 steals, 5 assists, and 7 rebounds. That's nice. Now tonight was just again another odd night, but those are the two that I'm really looking at. The problem with Nurkic has always been, they say, his attitude, right? Whatever that means. I guess he's got a bad attitude. 0 blocks tonight, 18 points. It's okay. Pedestrian. So it's like with him, they've always said, and that's why he was at the bottom. I almost hit it. I think Bam was more than Jake, so good. I like to find the guys that not just have the block ability, but also have the rebounds and the scoring. And then if you throw in, like with Bam tonight with assists, or Podol gets 4 assists, he'll get hot there every once in a while. Val is another great. Val Kunic is another good example of that. Because those add up. When we're talking about a couple points here or there, if one of those centers gets, let's say, 4 assists, well, that's 6 points. That's a lot. And then you add whatever rebounds and that kind of thing. So if they just hit their average with blocks and you get that 5-point boost, that's big. So I like Bam and I like Jacob going forward. So I'm trying to find guys. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to find guys that have good block potential. But if you miss on it, you're still going to be compensated with their overall box scores. So Bam, Jake, same thing with Jokic. If you miss on the block, it's fine. Giannis, if you miss on the block, no harm, no foul. Ja Morant, if you miss on the block, you're fine. He's going to put up 40 and other numbers here or there. Those are the guys that I'm kind of looking at. Siakam could be an interesting one. His debut as a block, that could be a good one. Whereas, like, if you miss on it, you're still going to get a ton there. Because as these averages go up, it's hard to hit. When Siakam gets to 8 assists a game, it's going to be hard to hit that. So those extra 5 points just from hitting the boost on his block, then we also have to look at the points moments too. So, like, that's why I'm not always huge on Darius Garland. Because, dude, he doesn't put up huge points. Chris Paul is killing it. He's scoring a ton right now. And I don't know if that's because Ayton's not out or he's trying to get into that all-star level. searching for bottlenecks. So a lot of people are like, well, I don't know which ones to pick. Pick the ones that don't have a lot of the things. So we already know like 12Ks. Those are fine, right? And they're slowly evaporating, you know, but there's even some guys out there, you know, that don't have a ton. You know, I'll just give one example because I know, because I stacked it before. He hasn't hit a lot of challenges. I'm not saying buy this, but I just know him, and that's Shay, because he's got a 40K, and then he's got a 15, and he's got a Cool Cats. So that's one of those ones where like it could hit. De'Aaron Fox, we saw it, right? Buddy Hields, we saw it with Buddy, because he's only got 140K. So it's not just, and it's all the way back down to 11, right? So it's not just the 12Ks. Look for those, right? Look for guys with limited potential there. How much time I got? I got 1 minute and 30 seconds. And then rares, the ones I like, and this is what I'll show you. And we saw some examples of it play out tonight, one with Booker. But look for, like, do I have enough time? Do I have enough time? I hate to make longer videos than what I need to. I went on too much about the last thing. So really quick, look, he's got 2 rares. If this hits a challenge, boom, that's a huge variance. Let's look at Booker. He hit tonight. Unfortunately, the reward's not really great. I don't think it's going to push a lot. But 500 to 1200, huge variance. Another one, Luka. And these might break up, 519 to 1500. So just be aware that some of these guys are going to get all-star moments coming up as well. So like Luka will, Kyrie won't, Booker I don't know. So I'm trying to kind of balance it, you know. So like the ASGs I don't mind because maybe they use them in a challenge. Kyrie I'm fine with. Harden's another one. Harden's got a big not huge, but not too bad. Where if his rares get pulled in, you know, it's about $300. So people are going to buy those rares. And then my favorite is the Trey Silver, which I'm not going to be able to back. We'll make it just a couple seconds more. So that's the searching for the bottlenecks and the rares. The other ones I like are the rewards, right? Because the rewards, why I'm on the Trae Young, because we've seen it. Now we're seeing debuts being used as 2 tiers. We're seeing rares, we're seeing silvers, we're seeing all sorts of stuff, right? We're seeing all of it. So here's his cheapest rare. It's 600. Oh, I'm sorry. It's going to put it together. His lowest rare is 500. 510, right? 39. I've got 8 of them. Are you guys seeing it? I got 8 of them. Why? Because if it does get pulled, you've got a couple different options here. You got 3-point. You've got assists. You got points. It's also a rare. It's also a reward, but it also could be in the hard tier. So I will take that risk at $39. I don't see it dropping, right? I don't see it dropping. So that's we don't see a ton of those like that. We see a few, you know, like Jaylen Brown, I think, is another one that came out that's fairly cheap. He doesn't hit challenges, I don't feel, as frequently as like a Trae Young might. So if we just look at the rewards, a lot of people are asking about it. They did one a couple not too long ago. They did the rewards. You know, you got to kind of go through and find the players that maybe would be in there. But I would imagine that they're going to, you know, there's Jaylen Brown, as I just said. You know, the players that might be pulled. But then you want to look at mint count and all that stuff, right? And the one that a couple of us are really big on is the playoff set, right? The playoff set. So there's a couple people in this group and beyond that are stacking some of these. I don't know what's smarter, to buy them all, to buy one, to focus on one. I don't know what to do. I want more Ja Morant in my life, and I keep selling everything that I've owned for the profits, and I don't know where to buy back. I like the Kyrie. You know, the Tatum's still not too bad. That hasn't boosted too much. I feel like I need more of this. I got 2, I don't know. So it's up to you, but I feel like going forward, those are probably going to move. They're just not going to be huge boosts, right? And there's a lot of them, so they will drop down, but there's not too many. But once we get closer to playoffs and the playoff set completion and all of those things, these will come into play. So don't think of these as like a quick flip, but think of these as more of like your savings account. Buy one or buy two and then forget about them, and they're going to slowly go up because they've all went up 30, 40, 50, 60, 70%. And I kept a couple of mine. I kept my Booker because I spent too much, and now it's back up to 100. Half my money back. So that's that for those. I'm going to work on a couple other things. I like what I'm doing here. I like this. If you guys ever want some information, I pull everything from this here. So this is what I do, is I'll go through, and I don't fill it all in anymore because I just make the simple chart. But I've been doing last 5 I like more than last, or I've been doing last 3. I like last 3, last 5. But I'm not tied to it now because I can just put it in the main chart. Tournament, I'll give some details on tournaments. The tournament coming up, woo! I'm gonna suck, but it's not as many people as I want, but that's okay. The one thing I want to work on is branding, and I want to get our community a little bit more affluent, right? In the sense of, you see, and when you listen to these different influencers talking, right? I want us to be the outsiders. I want us to be like, who the hell are these guys? And then they look at us and they're like, oh, these guys aren't shit. Right? Oh, they don't have $1,000 million accounts. Who are these guys? That's what I want to be. I want to be the blue collar, white trash, brown trash, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not considered. And you see what we did in 1 month. We moved all the way up the charts. And I want us to be respected. We're the international crew, right? And we're doing it from the ground up, and we're doing it dollar by dollar. And we're not doing this get rich quick flip scheme, and you got to buy this to group, to join us, and give me $5 a month and I'll let you see some of my data. Fuck all that. All right, let's prove who we are and what we are and who we can be. And once we've proven that, people will come to us because of what we have proven. Right? That's what I'm about. So anyway, I got to work on that a little bit. So I've got a couple days off. I'm going to get working on that. And that's it. That's it. That's it. That's all I have to say today. So it was a good week. It was a good week. It's a good week. That's all I have to say. So peace. Thank you as always. Stay safe and warm. I got to turn off the webcam and my phone at the exact same time. Because we're low budget around here.